Gauri, I think you have got some big contacts. So would you just give me Owen Morgan's contact? I really want to ask him where is his team, because this is something which is bizarre. After 2019 World Cup, the defending champion, how can they really do this at M. Chinnaswamy, the batting paradise, which is called, like, quoted, AKA M. Chinnaswamy, AKA batting paradise. We all know this. How come you don't know this? How come England team don't know this? How come they can get this little score to get a match Sri Lanka को literally gift करके आए हैं? So do you have Owen Morgan's number? I really want to talk to that guy. He must be in some anxiety. He must be in some dilemma. What exactly happened? Would you just give me?
Rajsi, just before the match, just before the Sri Lanka match, Morgan even said that Chinnaswamy game is just not a match, but it's going to be a redemption for England.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I am not sure how the tables have turned and how exactly what he said the opposite has gone through in this,
I think Sri Lanka have taken his statement really seriously. Okay, it's time for redemption.
Yeah, exactly. I think, defending champions is one tag. I think that has been creating a lot of pressure on them. I can imagine that as well. But again, keeping all that aside, there are teams who are just not having any pressure or any tag or any expectations from them. Even they are coming up, just giving their best. You can see Netherlands, you can see Afghanistan. How can someone be of England's stature and then not be giving performances, which are expected out of them? And, again, playing at M. Chinnaswamy, people must be expecting some run fest over there or some kind of performance over there. I knew the fans were very excited and, they went to the stadium and, everyone was like quite pumped up for the show.
A lot of people from our office also went to the stadium to watch the match.
I have got the updates from there also that, a lot of people were posing from the stadium. So, people were expecting it to be a good match. And then when you just see a score as around 150, targets around 150 and something of that sort, it's a totally complete, turn off. I don't think so. These kind of the performance that are expected from a team like England, and that too, they are coming on a consistent basis now. Like, I don't know about exact scenarios or exact calculation from here on, but their chances look too slim at the moment.
Right now, if we go by their previous match result as well, so we know this England versus Afghanistan, they have done it. Now Sri Lanka have done it, though Sri Lanka is like considered as one of the good teams, as they have won Asia Cup as well in the previous years. And now I think I'm waiting for this match of England versus Netherlands. I really want to see what happens that day, because that is on November in Pune, and I'm really waiting for some stuff, because वहाँ पे मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि I think there could be another chance कि England अपना कहते हैं ना, वो when you are going down you will touch the bottom of yours. So I think वो भी एक बार touch कर लो, उसके बाद you gonna make a comeback, क्योंकि फिर उसके नीचे कुछ है नहीं, उसके नीचे कहाँ जाओगे? So this is something for England. I think they must do something over it, because ऐसा कोलैप्स जिस तरीके से हमें देखने को मिला है, वो बताता है कि किस तरीके से टीम इस मैच को लेकर के सोच रही थी. कोई प्रॉपर मोटिवेशन नहीं था, कोई प्लान प्लान नहीं थे जो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो पाए. So I'm going to show you the match summary as well of this match. तो कुछ इस तरीके से मुकाबला गया है कि इंग्लैंड ने सबसे पहले बैटिंग करते हुए 156 रन्स बनाए by giving 10 wickets in 33.2 overs. बेन स्टोक्स ने मैक्सिमम 43 रन्स बनाए हैं, जॉनी बेस्टो 30 रन्स, और श्रीलंका की तरफ से लहीरू कुमारा ने 3 विकेट लिए, एंजेलो मैथ्यूज ने 2 विकेट लिए. नाउ कम श्रीलंका, उन्होंने इजीली इस टारगेट को चिन्नास्वामी पे चेस किया बाय एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ जस्ट 2 विकेट्स, जहां पर पथुम निसंका ने 77 रन्स बनाए, समा विक्रमा ने 65 रन्स बनाए, डेविड विली ने 2 विकेट अपने नाम किए. नाउ गौरी, आई थिंक देयर इज इंग्लैंड के जो प्लेयर्स थे, जो बैटर्स थे, वो शायद किसी और पिच पर खेल रहे थे, श्रीलंका के बैटर्स किसी और पिच पर खेल रहे थे, बिकॉज श्रीलंका की टीम ने तो बहुत ही क्लियरली दिखाया है कि भाई देखो, this is M. Chinnaswamy and this is how it is, and we are going to hit the runs, and that's why they have made it possible. So if you go by their overs as well, so England से कम overs में भी उन्होंने इस रन को बना लिया, विकेट भी उन्होंने जस्ट 2 गवाए, और इजीली जिस तरीके से बैटिंग भी कर रहे थे, बहुत इजी दिखाई पड़ रहा था श्रीलंका की तरफ से, कि जैसे उनको तो पता है कि what exactly is gonna happen, but England was clueless. So I would really like to know कि ऐसा वाकई कि आपको भी लग रहा था कि they both are playing at a different surface, yet there was something else which was making the difference.
See, Rajsi, firstly, when you are, putting up a score of something 150 odd, you are already, very, very low on confidence. You are just going to, give up, giving your best at the moment, but you just cannot say that, you look very confident and you are going to just win this game, something like that. So I think when you're coming with such a subpar batting performance, I think this is something, you're always low on confidence. It's a very, very tricky task. You cannot blame the bowlers even, to defend this kind of score. So, so I think that's something just not expected from England's end. And one more thing I would want to add that Ratsi, I am not sure how England are just making or chalking out their game plan, but you are playing 33 overs in 50 overs. You are just getting bowled out on 33 overs. I mean, 16, 17 overs, you are not even getting to play. This is you go and lose the match. That is okay. You go and you don't have your day. That is okay. But things like that you get bowled out and like 15, 17 overs are remaining and then you get bowled out. This is something that is not acceptable from a team like England. Defending champions का tag है, that is okay, but again, if you keep all of that aside, you need to put put your A game actually, because this is an ICC tournament. This is not some league. This is not some any other kind of tournament. If you do not give your best over here, I don't know for what you have reserved your best. But again, this was not something that was expected. And of course, when Sri Lanka coming, seeing such a low target, not having something big to chase off, they will obviously have a fearless kind of approach in their game, and that's what they did, and that is why they won it very effortlessly, I would say.
राइट एंड मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि जैसे इवेंचुअली हमने फुटबॉल में ये चीज देखी है, फीफा वर्ल्ड कप में जो भी टीम जीतती है ना, वो ठीक नेक्स्ट सीजन में जब वो आती है, नेक्स्ट एडिशन में आती है, तो वो ग्रुप स्टेज से ही बाहर हो जाती है, जो डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन होते हैं. सो आई थिंक ऐसा कुछ ही भी हमें क्रिकेट में देखने को मिल रहा है, बिकॉज डिफेंडिंग चैंपियन बीइंग द इंग्लैंड टीम, जो कि इतने नोन है अपने काइंड ऑफ क्रिकेट के लिए, वो टीम आज हम जिस तरीके से परफॉर्म करते हुए दिख रही है, वही देख के लग रहा है कि शायद देयर इज सम कंपैरिजन में भी यही होने वाला है. बट दिस इज बिजार फॉर इंग्लैंड. डेफिनेटली दे नीड टू वर्क ऑन इट. मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ फर्स्ट इनिंग का टॉप परफॉर्मर, और उसके बाद हम चलेंगे सेकंड इनिंग्स की तरफ. सो फर्स्ट इनिंग में हमने देखा बेन स्टोक्स, द लोन क्रिकेटर फ्रॉम द इंग्लैंड टीम हु हैज गॉन मोर देन 40 रन्स. 43 रन्स उन्होंने स्कोर किए, और आउट ऑफ 73 बॉल लहिरू कुमारा ने 3 विकेट लिए श्रीलंका की तरफ से. वहीं इफ वी गो टू द सेकंड इनिंग्स, तो वहां पर हमें दिखाई देते हैं पथुम निसंका विद 77 रन्स नॉट आउट एंड समा विक्रमा विद 65 रन्स नॉट आउट. तो गौरी, आज के इस मुकाबले में मैन ऑफ द मैच कौन होना चाहिए?
राजी, ऑफ कोर्स
बैटिंग कोच को दे दो.
किसके बैटिंग कोच को दे दो?
श्रीलंका के बैटिंग कोच, बॉलिंग कोच, पूरी सपोर्ट स्टाफ को दे दो. आई थिंक उनको मिलना चाहिए मैन ऑफ द मैच का अवार्ड. बट यू टेल, किसको होना चाहिए?
I think, Raji, if you the thing that you are saying is you must be having something in your mind, or you having a thought behind this. That is why you are saying this, right? I mean, कुछ तो thought है इसके पीछे जो आप ये बोल रहे हो कि जो है उनके बैटिंग कोच को दे दो. या see when you talk about England, मतलब आपको कोई परफॉर्मेंस उनकी टीम से ऐसा दिख ही नहीं रहा है, मे बी कि जस्ट आप उनकी तरफ से दे दो. लहिरू कुमारा इज 1%, ठीक है, बॉलिंग he is getting 3 wickets in his hand. That is also okay, but the kind of okay, so he has got it, I guess. So that is okay. But if you talk about batting also, so I think the Sri Lankan batters were Samira Vikrama was too good. So I think these are the people who can also get. But again, bowling end को इसलिए मिलना चाहिए because they actually restricted England to a very very low total. So that is okay. That is all fair.
Yeah, right. So लहिरू कुमारा को मिल चुका है प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच, और आई एम श्योर कि बहुत इजी टास्क रहा होगा फॉर द ऑफिशियल्स टू गेट अ मैन ऑफ द मैच टुडे, बिकॉज वी ऑल नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैपेंड, एंड आई थिंक ये हिस्ट्री में याद रहेगा. एंड यू नो व्हाट, टुडे गौरी, I went to Chinnaswamy as well, and in the morning itself I was talking to all the English fans, and they were like really excited about this match, and they knew that they're going to win this match. Some of them only came to this match because they knew they're going to win it. It was this obvious for them, and even everyone was like obvious favorite is England. And whenever we use this word obvious, no, उसी moment पे team jinx हो जाती है. I think last time भी यही हुआ था in अफगानिस्तान के केस में. We said obvious favorite England, हो गया. उसके बाद से हम देख रहे हैं कि नीदरलैंड्स ने जब साउथ अफ्रीका को हराया, साउथ अफ्रीका वाज द ऑब्वियस फेवरेट. जब भी ये वर्ड यूज हो जा रहा है ना, बस तभी मामला खराब हो जा रहा है. आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाई द टीम्स आर गेटिंग दिस वे. बट जोक्स अपार्ट, इंग्लैंड टीम मस्ट बी थिंकिंग समथिंग, और उनका थिंक टैंक आई थिंक काफी टाइम तक इस चीज को याद रखने वाला है. और थिंक टैंक का पता नहीं, पर फैंस नहीं भूलने देंगे, क्योंकि वो तो अपने ट्रोल करने पे आएंगे, तो वो डेफिनेटली इसका पूरा गुस्सा निकालेंगे सोशल मीडिया पर. But with that social media, let me take you to the social tracker segment of our live, because where we are going to show you the tweets which are going viral over Twitter, which is X now. So this is the first tweet by CricTracker. England's batting has been below par in 2023 Cricket World Cup. England team total in the last 3 matches of ODI and WC 2023, and we can see the last 3 totals of them. At Sri Lanka के against 156, last time South Africa के against 170, और अफगानिस्तान के against 215, जहां पर इजिली उनको जीत मिली. अब देखते हैं अगला ट्वीट. श्रीलंकन bowlers delivered an excellent performance with the ball to outplay England in Bengaluru, और हमने ये इनकी परफॉर्मेंस आप देख सकते हैं, सभी की परफॉर्मेंस एकदम आउट ऑफ द पार्क रही है. नाउ व्हाट आर योर व्यूज ऑन दिस? नाउ दिस इज जो कैच रहा है वो काफी शानदार रहा है और उसको लेकर के बात हो रही है। एंड डेफिनेटली जिस तरीके से हम लोगों ने देखा भी है थ्रू आउट इस पूरे टूर्नामेंट में, कई सारी टीम जिन्होंने मुकाबला चीजें, उन्होंने हमेशा फील्डिंग अपनी टाइट रखी है, जिसका एक रीजन हम यहाँ भी आज देख सकते हैं। Now, CricTracker saying former England skipper Michael Vaughan expressed disappointment over England's performance so far in this. और उन्होंने बोला है, this is turning out to be one of the worst World Cup campaigns in English cricket history and we have had some stinkers. So yeah, उनके लिए मुझे लगता है कि there is going to be a good battle of memes between Michael Vaughan and Wasim Jaffer, which we'll be waiting
Definitely.
for. हमें जैसी वो मिलेगी ट्रैकर पे आप उसको देखिएगा। बट गौरी, स्पीकिंग ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ इंग्लैंड टीम इन दिस होल ODI वर्ल्ड कप सो फार, व्हाट वाज द थिंग व्हिच वाज मेकिंग देम बैलेंस इन 2019 एंड नाउ वो चीज नहीं हो पा रही है, जिसकी वजह से इतनी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है? इज इट द कंडीशंस और समथिंग एल्स, सम प्लेयर इज मिसिंग, सम, वो कहते हैं ना कि वो एक व्हाट गेम वाज दैट जिसमें आप कुछ ब्रिक निकाल लेते हो सो इट फॉल्स डाउन, वो जो
exactly. Jenga.
Maybe if that is how it is pronounced. So ऐसा क्या है जो मिसिंग है इंग्लैंड की टीम में जो आपको लगता है बैलेंस करा?
See, Rajsi, England, 2019 World Cup was played in a totally different condition, of course, वहीं पे हो रहा था. So I think when they are coming to India, obviously condition को adjust करने में, subcontinent की conditions है, you have to adjust according to those conditions. तो उनको difficulty होती है, and obviously these are very, contrasting conditions from what they are always used to play. But again, this is not something that a, team like England can put as an excuse, because, 10 teams are coming to play this tournament. There are obviously giants are playing it, teams which have not had the very good of times in the recent times, they are also playing it, but you cannot put any excuse, and on such a big level that you are having that problem, and you can make it as an excuse and just get out of the situation. This is not something that is going to happen. They need to look at their, situation. They need to see what is just not working for them. When you are putting a score like 150 odd, when I just saw the batting lineup of England, and you are seeing some just middle order is just not producing anything. Such veterans are there in their middle order. Joe Root is there, then Moeen Ali, the players, big names are there, and Liam Livingston, such a great all-rounder. People are expecting from them to produce runs. I just saw middle order being absolutely blank today in today's game particularly. So this is something that they need to look upon. There are problems in bowling setup also. This is I think because when a team wins any game, or when a team wins any big tournament, there has to be all-round performance. There cannot be any team who just can win the games on the basis of purely their batting or purely their bowling or purely their fielding or something of that sort. This is never going to happen. It has to be a unit performance, team's performance, and an overall all-round performance. So this is something that is missing from England, and they just need to pull up their socks, and I think they need to, even if they do not make it to semis, which looks very, very hard, obviously, they need to go down in some honorable manner. They need to salvage some pride at the end if they are not even able to make to the next round.
पर ये होगा कैसे? बिकॉज इफ वी टॉक अबाउट देयर क्लैशेस, जो इनके अपकमिंग क्लैशेस हैं, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि अभी एक इनका नीदरलैंड से बाकी है, इसके अलावा श्रीलंका से हारने के बाद नेक्स्ट इज इंडिया इन लखनऊ, आफ्टरवर्ड्स ऑस्ट्रेलिया है, नीदरलैंड्स है और फिर पाकिस्तान है. तो मुझे तो इसमें से कोई भी टीम ऐसी नहीं दिख रही है जिसको इंग्लैंड इजीली हरा लेगा या फिर उनको बहुत ही ऑनरेबल वे में जाने को मिलेगा. बट हाँ, हो सकता है कि नीदरलैंड्स को मे बी, आई एम नॉट थिंकिंग अगेन बिकॉज इफ आई सी एनीथिंग दिस हैपेंस, बट anything can happen. So मुझे तो नहीं लगता कि उनकी यहाँ पे कोई राह आसान होने वाली है. It is going to be difficult.
They have big clashes, right, Rachi? They have big clashes coming up. I mean, Australia, India, सबके against the clash बचे. That are very, very big games. I don't think so they have a chance over there. Something happens, in a completely contrasting manner. That is okay, but they do not have a chance in the way, by seeing the way they are playing. And I'll tell you one more thing. Their next match is coming up against, India in Lucknow only. So that's my hometown, and people around me and my friends and relatives are just mad over those tickets. They're ready to pay any price, anything for that ticket, and I am just praying they have the ticket, they have got the ticket, they do not get to see something like this which has just happened in Chinnaswamy.
No, because if you are paid for a 50 over match, you should be getting a 50 over match, not a 20 over match at all.
Right. So people are just mad to be at Ekana and see India versus England there, and they are calling it a very high profile encounter. So I just feel it stands to its name and just do not disappoint visitors and fans alike.
I remember once Kaustav has said this कि why India-England has given to Lucknow, because it is such big of a match कि इतना ज़्यादा important होने वाला है, ये फिक्चर हो सकता है ये टर्नर बने, और इसको लखनऊ को दे दिया है. और वहाँ की ऑडियंस अभी शायद इतनी प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं है, या हमने अभी देखा नहीं उनको इतने बड़े मैचेस को करते हुए. I don't know what happened. अभी मैं कहूँगी कि पहले सही तो है, अभी क्या ही दिक्कत है? अगर इफ यू थिंक ये बड़ा क्लैश है, इट इज गोइंग टू चेंज, क्या ही फर्क पड़ रहा है? अब तो ठीक है, अभी तो लखनऊ के ऑडियंस को मस्त, वो लोग अपना मैच देखेंगे, जो भी रिजल्ट रहेगा दे लाइक ओके विद इट, किसको फर्क पड़ रहा है इस बात से? लाइक जो ऑड्स है वो इवन में तो कन्वर्ट मुझे होते नहीं दिखाई दे रहे हैं, लेकिन यू नेवर नो, बट ठीक है, दैट्स हाउ इट इज. But I think England team really need to put in some pressure over their minds that what exactly has happened and what they need to make it
Exactly.
correct. Jokes apart, still World Cup on. You can still make it to the basically the bar you have set. If there is any, please don't touch the rock bottom. Go the upwards, not the downwards. So definitely England need to think about it. And I think मुझे लगता है कि गौरी वो अफगानिस्तान के खिलाफ इंग्लैंड को जो हार मिली है वो एक बहुत बड़ा रीजन है जिसकी वजह से इंग्लैंड अभी इतना डाउन फील कर रही है. बिकॉज फर्स्ट मैच न्यूजीलैंड से हारे थे, दैट वाज नॉट दैट बिग ऑफ अ डील बिकॉज वो चलता रहता है, हार जीत लगी रहती है. बट बांग्लादेश से फिर वो जीते मुकाबला, सो इट वाज लाइक फाइन. बट द मोमेंट दे गेट इन अगेंस्ट अफगानिस्तान वेयर दे वर लाइक 102 बल्कि 200% श्योर कि दे आर गोना विन द मैच, एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स वहां से हम डाउनफॉल ही देख रहे हैं. साउथ अफ्रीका मिली, फिर अभी श्रीलंका मिली, एंड इट इज लाइक so difficult for them to make a comeback. But I hope कि थोड़े पॉजिटिव साइंस दिखाई दे इनके कैंपेन में आगे आने वाले मैचेस में. थैंक यू सो मच गौरी फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी इन दिस डिस्कशन. हम लोग कल फिर लौटेंगे, डिस्कस करेंगे मोर एंड मोर अबाउट क्रिकेट. अब तक आप देखते रहिए क्रिक ट्रैकर्स इजी शो.